Okay. In 3, 2, and 1. Welcome back to this edition of Going Places. You know this guy is Dr. Nabuki, who's fresh back from Germany, right?
Yep.
Did you have a good time?
Had a great time. Was there for 2 weeks, longest vacation I've taken, and I loved it. Wonderful place.
That's good. I'm glad you had a great time. So we're talking about pets and fireworks.
Yes.
Since
Very
before-
important topic right now
Exactly.
because July 4th is coming up.
Exactly. So
And this is our little baby Kiki. She's a little 8-year-old Yorkshire Terrier.
yes. And she is lovable.
She is very
How you doing,
lovable.
Kiki?
I love her.
Kiki, do you love us? Yeah,
That's right.
Okay, get it, Kiki? Do you love?
That's right.
Anyway, so let's talk about this. How do we get our pets prepared? Is there a way to get them prepared for fireworks and all of that?
Yeah, so you can start. There's some things you can do at home. You really want to make sure that they have a safe place at home. So if they do get scared, they can actually go hide in a corner or a little cubby, somewhere nice and quiet and dark, so that they can try to be alone, and also quiet, so that they can get away from the noise.
Okay.
Other things you can do at home sometimes are like playing music
Okay.
to drown out some of the noise, and actually putting your blinds down as well to block out some of the light.
Okay.
Because I mean, even for me, I can probably say for you too, some of those fireworks are pretty intense.
Oh, they are.
And they go off, and I'm like, is that in my backyard? Like, what is going
Exactly.
on? Yeah.
And I have the kids want to do it on the streets, and I'm like, oh, please, can you please? I want to go to bed. I don't care about all this. I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
So,
And it's usually not just July 4th.
No.
It's also the night before and the night after. Yep.
Until all the fireworks are gone.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
So how do we tell if someone like Kiki is anxious and nervous? What are signs for that?
So, usually pet parents, they know their pets.
Right.
They know their behavior. So if you have an adjustment in that behavior, that's number one, because now they're acting completely different. And you're like, what's going on?
Right.
That could be the trigger is the fireworks. Number two, usually they're, shaking a lot, really nervous, or they're scared and they're trying to hide. Either that, or they're in your lap, like
Okay.
trying to nestle, be like, save me, help me, I'm terrified.
Right.
So those are some of the biggest
So you
indicators.
take a step, they take a step.
Exactly.
They go wherever you
Well,
go.
yeah, because you're their parent.
Right.
So they're like,
Exactly.
help
That's very
me.
true.
I need you to help me. Or again, sometimes they'll just run off and just try and hide and be by themselves.
Okay, so is there a medication? Is there a way to, I don't want to say sedate them, but calm them?
Yeah.
What products would you suggest?
Yeah. So in our market here at Royal Pets, we have a couple of over-the-counter items,
Right.
which you can give for storm anxiety. We'll showcase some of those items, but you could try those. And the other thing is, those are gentle forms of like light sedatives. I think they're made from like root extracts.
Okay.
Us as veterinarians, we have stronger medications. So if you give that and it's really not enough, we have stronger medications
Okay.
that can help with that. And obviously it's pet per pet. So we look at the pet, we figure out what they need, and then we can dose it. One other thing besides medications that you give, you can actually try what's referred to as a thunder jacket, or like a jacket that covers their body.
I was
And
going to
it-
ask you about those.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
Do they really work?
So I tell people it's 50-50.
It depends on the pet, and it depends on
Yeah, on their
makes
anxiety
sense.
level. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, okay, well, it doesn't. But it works by holding them and
Right.
compressing them to feel like they're being hugged, and so they're being consoled. So then, number one, it consoles them, but number two, it also distracts them.
Right.
So it distracts them from the fireworks, because now they're feeling this pressure, and they're like, okay, someone's holding me and rubbing me, I'm good to go. So yeah, thunder jacket, oral over-the-counter supplements, which
Okay.
we have here, or talking with your vet to see what stronger meds.
Okay. This may be, I'm almost, well, like I said, there are no dumb questions. But why do fireworks make animals nervous?
So the two things that I find, it's number one, the noise, because the noise, again, that gets me. If it just bang right behind me, I'm like, what is going
Right.
on? Sounds like an explosion. That's number one. Number two is the light. So all of a sudden you got this dog looking out the window, and it's normally dark, and now they're seeing all of this light and everything's shiny. They're like, what's going on? Yeah. Yes. So those are the two things that I find that usually mess with them a little bit.
Okay. And as always, final advice for the pet parent that says, I'm going to make it through this, Dr. Nabuki. What that would be.
So with fireworks, a lot of people, they're like, what can I do for the fireworks? How can I help with the anxiety? We've gone over a couple of those items, so definitely do that. But really just thinking about it, my thing is make sure your pet's microchipped. Because if you leave the door open, or if your pet breaks through the window or gets out and they're gone, you need some way to locate your pet.
That's a good point.
Yeah, and so I know it's a little bit off topic, but my number one thing is for pet anxiety and especially fireworks is get them microchipped. So if they're found by someone, they can take it to a vet or a shelter, get them scanned, and then they can give you a call.
Okay, that's good. That's good advice because, like you said, or you're out walking them, and the fireworks start before you know it, and the dog. Let's say the
Cat or dog,
runs.
Yep.
So that's a good. That is good. Microchipping.
Yep.
Making sure that you understand, that you know how your pet reacts. And this ain't your first rodeo. This ain't your first fireworks. So you know preparation is key.
Yeah, preparation is key because once you're in the moment and they're already worked up, it's a lot harder, and you're probably ended up holding your baby all night because they're stressing out.
Right.
But if you do preparation, then there are ways to avoid that anxiety altogether.
Okay, thanks a lot, Dr. Nabuki. For more information about Royal Pets and any questions you may have, the QR code is coming up right now. More Going Places right after this.
Bye-bye. Kiki, do you love me? Do you love me when I'm ready?